Hey guys, let me know as you're jumping on here if you can hear me. I'm just refreshing my page, make sure I'm in the right group. There I am. Okay, so what I'm going to share on today, well, back up. Okay, if you haven't caught any of my videos, if you're not sure, it is Monday night. My name is Ashley Patrick. I'm the nutrition and wellness coach for this group. I am going to share today on tackling the never-ending to-do list. And this is something that I've always had. I've always had like this checklist ever since, probably since I became a mom, and maybe even before that. But I've always kind of worked in like customer service or front desk kind of positions where it's like you have to do a checklist every day. Or even back, my first job was at a gas station, and it's like, if you're closing, you have to have this checklist done, make sure you date it, check it all off, and it's all done, okay? So my whole life has been like a checklist, and I've tried getting away from it. That does not work for me. I need a checklist to make sure I get everything done, and I don't have mom brain and forget it. But when you do a checklist or a to-do list, a lot of that comes with that is just like a little extra anxiety throughout the day. You know, you don't want to forget something. You have that feeling of overwhelm that maybe you are missing something. I think of like when I'm packing, it feels like this all the time. But you know, when you travel or you go somewhere and you leave and you're like, oh, did I forget something? I have that feeling every day. And I've just lived off of to-do lists for my whole life. So I know there's a lot of other moms, women, men, just workers, people out there that also need a to-do list and feel like they need to write it down to get it off their mind. So I'm going to share on how to tackle this to-do list and work away from the extra stress and anxiety and kind of the overwhelm that comes with having a to-do list. So here we go. First things first. When I'm feeling overwhelmed, sometimes, usually it's like before I go to bed, I just lay there and I think of all the things that I need to do, or maybe I missed, or wondering if I did get them done. So my first thing I would recommend is to brain dump. I'm sure you've heard of this. During school, you write papers, you always brain dump ideas, right? So brain dump, any time of the day, if you have a minute and you're like, oh my goodness, I just feel overwhelmed, like there's so much to do, grab a random scratch piece of paper, grab the notes in your phone, do a talk to text, whatever it is, do a recording. I've done like a video. If I'm driving and I can't stop and write it down or pull over or whatever, like I'll just turn my camera on quick or have my kid do it, and I'll record a video of me listing out, like brain dumping, things I need to do or things that need to be done, whatever. Things to pack, things not to forget, just kids events, whatever, and just brain dump it. So scratch a piece of paper, a video, whatever you need, wherever you're at, do that. When you have this to-do list, brain dump, whatever, you want to kind of schedule it in. So I did do a video before about like scheduling in certain things around your day so you can get them in. So for example, you're probably not going to schedule in your laundry, or you're not going to schedule in washing your dishes. But some of the things on my to-do list have to do with being places. So like sporting events. I obviously was not in the to-do list brain wave last night. So I didn't even think ahead today. Usually I go live at 4 o'clock Central. So I think I don't even know what that is for you guys. Pacific, Eastern, wherever you are. But my video is late because I didn't write it down that we had hockey tryouts for my daughter at 4. We had to be there at 4. I was like, well, if I have to go live at 4 and I have to be there at 4, that's not going to work. So just different things like that. Like grab your planner or your piece of paper, whatever you use, and write in your to-do list. And that helps me kind of remember what needs to be done, and just looking ahead, like, this is what needs to be done. Good. Hockey tryouts. The kids are going here. Pick up kids from school here. Anything that's not your everyday thing, put it in there. Set a timer is another thing. So first thing, brain dump. Second thing, schedule it into your planner if there are certain things that you can schedule in. The things that you cannot schedule or they're just kind of done whenever you get home or whatever, like the laundry, the dishes, the helping kids with homework. Maybe it's a set time, maybe it's not. Set a timer. And I got this idea when I was homeschooling my daughter. So research shows that our mind can only like focus on something for like a max of 45 minutes. A max, okay? I might have a kid coming through here. We're good. So I like to set 15-minute timers because 45 minutes, like I never have 45 minutes in a day to do one thing. So I will set a timer on my phone for 15 minutes. And I'll say, in this 15 minutes, I am going to fold laundry, and that's it. Okay? So you set your timer, you start it. While you're doing that task, you do not think about or move on to something else that needs to be done. Like you set that timer and you do that task for that amount of time. When it's done, move it. Even if you're not done with that task, move it, get up, go grab a drink of water, go to the bathroom, walk around, do something, and take a break from that. Do not reset the timer and keep going. Because usually that's when we start going off of, you'll start one task and then you'll go off and come back and do something else. And I do this with my work too. Like my work, I have to do IPAs, so income producing activities. So like when I'm planning for these videos, I sit down and I focus on only that. I don't get sucked into the Facebook scroll or different things that are going on around me, all the chaos. It's like I set a timer and you do that one task. Otherwise, that's when you usually like start organizing the bookshelf, and then pretty soon you go grab a book and notice that the kids' laundry is bad, so you do that, and then there's books all over the floor, and now your house is a disaster and worse than it was when you started. So, brain dump your to-do list to get it out of your mind, get it on paper so you're not worried about if you have done it or not. Schedule the time, certain things that you need to have done. Set a timer for the tasks so you can get them done and focus only on those. And here's one of the things. This was like kind of a joke that I did a video on, and then it actually like really worked out for me and it made me feel good. But I made this video where it's like you have this to-do list of things, right? And you don't get to any of those, but something comes up and you finish it, like it's a task, you finish it. So I added it to my list. I wrote it in after I did it and checked it off right away. And it was kind of a joke, but I'm like, I actually felt really good about that because there was 3 things I needed to do, and something came up that was more important than those that needed to be done and dealt with first. So I did that, and then I came back and wrote it in. And at the end of that day, like I looked at this checklist and I was like, okay, I only checked off 2 of those 3 original things. But this more important task that popped up, I wrote it in there and checked it off. So I really did my 3 tasks for the day. And I'll get into that here. This is the next one. But I felt good. Like I felt accomplished, even though it wasn't the original 3. Like, so if you do something, write it on your to-do list and check it off right away. For some reason, the more checks I have, the more accomplished I feel. Okay? And then here's the last one. I have it written down in another spot, so I didn't forget it. Okay. So this is your homework that is going to go with this. And yes, I'm giving you homework. Your teachers, your staff, you're getting homework. So I want you to grab your to-do list, your brain dump list, whatever it is. Grab your to-do list, and I want you to pick the top 3 things that are a priority that need to be done. So the 3 most important things, write them on a separate piece of paper. So here you go. Post-it note, index paper, a scratch piece of paper, whatever it is. Go through your list, pick the top 3 for the day. So obviously tonight you're not going to go through and pick them up for tonight because it's nighttime. But you can go through your to-do list that you did not get done today and plan for tomorrow. So find the 3 most important things, put each of those on a separate piece of paper, post-it note, index card, whatever, and put them in your pocket or your purse, something that you have on you throughout the day. And you're going to take those 3 things on the note card, place them in your pocket or purse, and throughout the day I want you to reach into your pocket or your purse and look at those as a reminder of like your tasks that you said you needed to get done that day. So when you have a minute, look at those, and if you have time to do that one that you look at, do it. If you don't, look at the other 2. If you don't have time to do any of those 3, come back to them. But as you do the task, I want you to throw that piece of paper away. And then when you get home or at the end of the day, you should have nothing in your pocket or your purse, wherever, whatever you have on you. And that has really helped me like focus on doing something and not going all in. And getting stressed out or neglecting the kids or ignoring the husband or whatever and just rushing at nighttime trying to do 40 things when really the top 3 needed to be done, and I could just do those and still have family time and enjoy nighttime without being stressed out. So that's your homework. The rest of the list will wait for the next day, and then the next day you will do that homework exercise, repeat, and do it again. Do it, repeat it consistently. The small action of just the small 3 tasks to focus on your to-do list, doing just 3 of them instead of your whole list is going to help you burn through that to-do list rather than you trying to cram it all in one day, because guaranteed you're either going to miss something or you didn't do it as good as you would want to, and then it's on your to-do list for the next day. Don't do that to yourself. Do not burn out. So that's what I got for you. That is it. That has helped me. Do the homework. Let me know if it worked for you, what you thought of it, how it went. And then I am super excited for next month. November. Our theme is mindset. I believe if I planned it right, I sure did. Mindset is everything. Let me tell you, mindset changed my whole perspective on life, everything with my goals, my health, my nutrition, my relationship with my spouse, everything. So mindset's amazing. I'm super excited to share next Monday on the all in and all out mindset. So super excited about that. I used to be an all in or all out type of person, and not good. Not going to get you anywhere. So I'm super excited to share on that. So that'll be next Monday. I do not have hockey tryouts for my daughter. So it'll be November 1st. Look at that. Can't wait. Okay. That's all I got for you. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you try the homework and how it goes for you. If you have any ideas on to-do lists, things that have worked for you, definitely let us know in the group. Maybe there's things that I need to try. But work on your to-do list one step at a time. Focus on the most important and let the rest go for the next day. But I hope you guys have a good night, and we will see you on Monday.